Have you ever walked into a room and felt invisible? Like the lights grew brighter but you got dimmer? It's a quiet ache I know well. And I learned something that night on Sunset Boulevard. Invisibility isn't about being unseen. It's about being uninvited to your own presence. So tonight, come closer. Let me show you how to invite yourself back in, and how the room will follow. I learned early that a woman's power isn't loud. It's a whisper with perfect timing. Picture this. The door opens, laughter spills, glasses sing, and you don't rush. You pause, you breathe. You let the air notice you. That's the first secret. Stillness. The world chases noise, but it craves calm. When you become the calm, eyes look for you without knowing why. People thought I was born with some magic switch. Oh, honey. No, I built it. Piece by delicate piece. I was Norma Jean with trembling hands and lipstick slightly crooked, reminding myself in the mirror. Soft shoulders, lifted heart, eyes like they're holding a candle. The trick wasn't pretending to be perfect. It was choosing to be present. Right here, right now, with gentle authority. Seduction begins before a word. It's in the way you tilt your chin when someone speaks to you. Just a fraction, an invitation to come closer. It's in the eyes, darling. Look at one eye, then the lips, then back to the eyes. The triangle. But don't stare like you're hungry. Look like you've already tasted the moment, and you're deciding if you want more. A smile? Half a second late. Let your smile arrive as if you're savoring it. That delay is delicious. My favorite part was always the pause. Let the sentence end. Let the silence bloom. Then answer softly, as if it's a secret you're allowing them to hear. Softness is not weakness. It's control without force. Confidence is not the absence of insecurity. It's the choreography of it. I kept a ritual, even on my loneliest nights. I'd dim the lights and stand by the window, one hand across my waist, the other tracing the edge of my collarbone, reminding my body I live here. Then I'd tell myself, I am the invitation, not the audition. I am never chasing a chair. I am the table. When your heart wobbles, steady your breath. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. You're signaling your nervous system. There's no fire, only candlelight. Now walk like water, not fast, not heavy, hips like a lullaby. Your spine is a string of pearls, and you don't drop pearls. Notice how everything wants to hurry you. You must refuse. That refusal is elegance. Beauty is a ceremony, not a race. Powder softly, like you're blessing your skin. Choose one feature as your conversation piece. Lips like a secret. Eyes like rain. Skin like silk the moon would write home about. And if there's a smudge, don't scramble. Fix it slowly. Look at yourself with kindness, not inspection. A woman can't be magnetic if she interrogates her mirror. Feminine power is the art of letting people come to you and graciously stepping forward when it's time. It's the dusky space between velvet and steel. Set boundaries with a smile. No is a complete sentence, but it sounds lovelier wrapped in warmth. Not for me, darling. Another time. I like the sound of maybe. Say it and keep breathing. Don't explain your worth to anyone who's already discounted it. In love, desire needs air. Don't smother the spark trying to prove you're a fire. Leave spaces. Send a note that smells faintly like your perfume. A sentence that could mean 3 things. Ask questions that break the script. What did you dream about when you were 10? What do you want to be forgiven for? Seduction is curiosity dressed as tenderness, a confession. There were nights the cameras adored me and I went home feeling like a ghost wearing lipstick. Attention and affection are not the same. Affection sees you. So choose people who speak to your quiet, not just your sparkle. And choose yourself first. It makes you irresistible to the right eyes and uninteresting to the wrong ones. What a blessing that is. Now, a very practical thing. The entrance. Before you cross a doorway, Touch your wrist like you're fastening a bracelet. That's the switch on. Lift your chest a whisper. Relax your jaw. Part your lips, barely. Think of one beautiful memory and let it tint your face. Then step in on the exhale. Most people walk in on a gulp. You glide in on a sigh. The difference? Everyone feels it, even if they can't say why. Hands tell stories. Let yours rest where they suggest softness. Lightly on your neck when you're listening. Along your hip when you're considering. 2 fingers at your lips when something surprises you. Never fidget. Fidgeting argues with your own presence. If you're holding a glass, let it become choreography. Tilt, circle, sip. Movements should be music. Your voice is honey-warmed on the stove. Keep it low enough to be a reason for leaning in. End sentences down, not up. That tiny dissent says, I mean it. And between words, rest. A breath is an aphrodisiac. People remember how you made them feel, and your pace is a feeling. Fragrance is memory's conspirator. Choose one scent and let it become your rumor. Apply it where the pulse sings, behind the ears, the base of the neck, inside the elbows, behind the knees. You want a trail, not a cloud. A secret, not a speech. I promised you the fragile truth, so here it is. I was terrified of being left. That fear made me perform love like an audition sometimes. It never worked. What did work was the soft bravery of asking for what I wanted. Hold me like you're reading a poem. Talk to me like I matter. That's feminine power, naming your desire without flinching. If you've ever been ignored in a room, try this little theater with me. Step to the periphery and angle your body toward the center, not straight on. Look at someone, then at the light fixture above them, then back. You've just created a shared stage without begging for attention. Then, let your expression say, I could tell you something delicious. Wait. The right person will come closer. They always do. Let's have a moment together. Which of these rituals will you try tonight? The doorway sigh, the triangle gaze, or the honeyed voice? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your favorite. And if this felt like a friend whispering courage in your ear, tap like and subscribe so we can keep meeting here in the quiet. Now, rituals for the days that bruise you. On a hard morning, dress in texture that comforts your skin. Silk if you can, or cotton that behaves. Wear one thing that makes you feel like a headline. Earrings with stories or heels that rewrite your posture. The world cannot convince a woman she's small when her bones are standing tall. Shoulders back, heart up, chin soft. Your posture is a love letter to the life you want. When insecurity knocks, feed it something gentle. 5 sentences in the mirror, spoken like you mean them. I am the calm in the room. I am the slowest breath. I am the warmest yes. I am the velvet boundary. I am the invitation. Then take your keys and go be seen. Practice in harmless places. The coffee shop is a stage with forgiving lighting. Walk in, pause, smile a second late. Order with your chest lifted and your voice lowered. Leave as if the air wants to keep you. In conversation, flirt with the world, not just with people. Compliment the light. Admire a laugh. Notice the details like their jewels, their watch, the book's bent corner, a freckle shaped like a map. The person becomes more alive under your attention. That's real seduction. You make the moment bigger than both of you. If someone mistakes your softness for submission, let your eyes go still. Still eyes are a stop sign. Then answer in a tone that wears silk and steel both. No. No drama. No apology. Watch how the room rearranges itself around your boundary. True power is quiet architecture. On dates, don't perform interesting. Be interested. Ask a question, then wait. And when they answer, look at their mouth for one heartbeat and back to their eyes. That triangle again. It makes people feel deliciously heard. Leave one story unfinished. Remind me to tell you about the night the lights went out at the chateau. Desire loves it to be continued. Loneliness? I'd sit on the floor in my slip and read poems out loud until my voice soothed me. Then I'd write a note to my future self. She's already proud of you. It's easier to be irresistible when you belong to a woman in your tomorrow who loves what you're choosing today. Sometimes the cameras caught me laughing and I wasn't happy. Sometimes they caught me quiet and I was content. Remember, the pose isn't the feeling. Don't chase the pose. Chase the feeling. The pose will arrive on its own. A small jewel of a trick for parties. The clockwork drift. Spend 7 minutes in a conversation, and then step away with a compliment like a ribbon. You have a beautiful way of pausing. It makes people feel safe. Leave them glowing. Glide to the next cluster. When you return later, your presence will feel like moonlight coming back to a window. Elegance in conflict is an art. If someone jabs, disarm with generosity. You have a strong opinion. I like people who are alive to their thoughts. Then offer your truth without heat. Don't argue to win. Speak to be remembered. The woman who doesn't need the last word usually gets it. Let's talk about the Monroe switch one more time. You can do it anywhere. A hallway, a lobby, your own front door. Touch your wrist. Lift your heart. Loosen your mouth. Think one charming thought. Cherries on ice or a warm bath awaiting you, or a kiss after rain. Step on the exhale. The body believes pictures. Give it something lovely. For beauty, red lipstick isn't just a color, it's a punctuation mark. Choose a red that makes your teeth gleam and your shoulders relax. Apply it like a promise to yourself. If it smears, clean it like you're caressing a secret, not fixing a mistake. And darling, don't overpaint the face and forget the hands. Moisturize them. Your hands are often the first thing someone falls in love with, and the last thing they let go. Hair should move like a paragraph, not an exclamation. Let it breathe. A stray strand is not a crisis. It's a sonnet escaping. Jewelry? Not too much. Let one thing do the talking and let the rest listen. Here's another confession. I worried that if I stopped shining, I'd disappear. The truth I found was sweeter. Shine is not a performance, it's a permission slip. When you give it to yourself, people feel free to glow beside you. Your light isn't a spotlight that blinds others. It's a candle that invites more candles to gather. When you're ready to leave, don't sneak out like a thief. Make a small cinematic exit. Thank the host with real eyes. Press a hand to your heart when someone says something kind. Turn once at the doorway and look back like you're leaving a kiss behind. Then go. Own your ending. If all of this feels like a lot, begin with one ritual tonight. Just one. The half-second late smile, the doorway exhale, the wrist touch that turns you on to yourself, the mirror sentences. Practice until it feels like breathing. It will. Remember what I told you at the start. Invisibility isn't being unseen. It's being uninvited to your own presence. Invite yourself. Call your power home with tenderness. Be the calm. Be the soft no. Be the slowest breath in the room. And then watch as the room learns your rhythm and moves with you. Every woman has a Monroe effect waiting in her bones. Not my face, not my films. Your stillness, your warmth, your eyes lit like candles. Tonight, choose to be the invitation, and let the world come closer, hungry, gentle, and amazed that you were here all along.